It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
And coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels.
He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins under the lights on Thursday night.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Huard, along for the ride on this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They look that way right now. And this is also a measuring stick game, and a great one where you don't have the consequences of lose and go home. Just a wonderful test for you, for me, for the fans, and most importantly, for those guys on the field.
Second and 10 now. On target to Waddle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught. Devon Achane. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Brown on the inside give. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. That's Mayer, he's got it! And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Tua now from the gun. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 2nd and 3 now. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Intercepted in the end zone. The Tennessee rookie picks it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, here's a handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Slot man motioned over. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Daniels. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Daniels on first down. Gets this one to Harris. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by Chop Robinson. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Daniels off the play action. He's got a man left.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. Searching for... And they got to him for the sack, but I think that they might have had an unfair advantage there, Brock.
Offside.
Sure looked offsides, and we've got a flag. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes this 3rd and 2 now. Again, Daniels to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Harris. Room inside the 10. Is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Hauled in by Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now 2 at a throw. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Finds his man Waddle. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A-Chain on the inside give. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. He's got it on the bootleg. To the sideline, and he has the catch. Tough play for a small gain, but it does get the first.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Commanders and their running back about to get back to work. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Play fake here, Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. From the gun, they go with Harris. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Javon Holland there to make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Harris once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
At the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 16. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Throw caught at the 6! And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. It's the Commanders looking at 1st and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Throwing it just before halftime. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. The Commanders pulling in front after 2. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then one more to highlight, Sunday Night Football, as the national audience will see a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go. Alert.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And so far, with a chunk of the season gone, you can see he's been the league's most productive receiver in terms of yardage. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throw reeled in by Mayer. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 37. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 4. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Two and out from the gun. Got a man. It's Mayer. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher, and I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. On target to Waddle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Teerlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time that he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's going to field this at the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Cook calls it in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Buying some time right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Handoff now out of the gun. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Dolphins football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa. Hauled in by Waddle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Back to throw, here's Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Going play action, Tagovailoa. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his 1st time out. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spots. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Daniels on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Running behind center with Harris. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He gets him 6, but it brings up fourth down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on first and second down.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be their football. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Tagovailoa now. Finds his man, Waddle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And we get a timeout. There's an injured player out there, and it's not somebody this offense wants to lose. Jalen Waddle, the man shaken up. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He's loaded another one up. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Trying for it, it's Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's Harris on the option. Across midfield to the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Now Daniels off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's an option. Oh no, the ball is loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. He's got Harris. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Oh, this is going to be close, and it's no good. He hooked it too far left. And they fail to make this a two-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a two-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it. It breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up their among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Tua to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Tua looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Short pass brought in. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Achane reels it in. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Dolphins trail by 8. 4th down, drive on the line with this snap. He'll throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Commanders make the play that should win them this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Commanders set to take over. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They'll run now on second down. And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. A run here with Harris. And he'll manage to get this one down to the 27. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Miami offense headed out there now. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.